I am using income to strengthen income, and I'm borrowing money to capitalize and grow faster. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video, we're going to do a quick overview on how I'm using income to sharpen income, as well as borrowing using some margin to accelerate the growth of the account. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where our goal is to collect at least $700 every single week. We do this through selling cash secured puts, selling covered calls, doing credit spreads, as well as collecting some dividends from some of our favorite funds like COYY, TSYY, PDI, the Cornerstone funds, and more. So with that being said, let's jump into how I'm first using income to grow income. So first things first, my favorite way to generate revenue is to sell options. Always remember, guys, my trades are my opinions. They should never be taken as financial advice. When I sell a cash secured put, I'm agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. When I'm selling a covered call, I'm agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. In either situation, I get paid a credit or a premium. Either of those payouts, I take them and I invest them into high-yielding dividend funds, such as COYY, TSYY, I have YBIT, I have some ULTY, things like that. I invest in those high-yield funds to increase my weekly payout, and then I take the payout from those funds and invest them into more stable high-yielding funds, like Cornerstone funds, which we have CLM and CRF. We have 1,100 shares of each of those. And we also invest into PDI. That is my all-time favorite dividend-paying fund. I have 538 shares. I would like to get to 1,000 shares by the end of February next year. I know that seems like it's far off, but it's really not. So I'd like to get to 1,000 shares. So I take income from selling options. I invest it into high dividend payers like TSYY, COYY, or YBIT, ULTY, things like that. I take that revenue, I put it into high yielders that are a little bit more stable. So Cornerstone funds are yielding around 15%. Those are fantastic. PDI right around there as well. So they all earn a good payout, not at the level of these Yield Max funds or the Granite shares or the Round Hill, anything like that. They don't earn at that rate, but they offer a little bit more stability. And stability and share price appreciation lead me into my discussion on how I'm using margin. So I need some positions that are more stable to get more margin. If I have a high-yielding fund that continues to decrease in share value, I'm going to be eligible for less margin, whereas when I have funds that are appreciating over time, also adding income to the account through dividends, I'm going to be able to use more margin. And what I'm doing with that margin is two things. I'm selling some naked puts, and I want to talk about that real quick, what I mean by naked puts. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Premium Generals. It's an exclusive group where I post private content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads, as well as private portfolio updates. Any move I make, every trade that I make, any investment or purchases I'm making in the account, I put it in the Premium General groups first. On top of that, I put polls in there on potential positions that I might get into. So it's a very involved group. I think I have over 60-some videos in there. I try to post in there 4 to 5 times every single week, and sometimes it's more than that. And on top of this, you get to be featured in every single video. So if you're someone that wants to see your face in these videos, come on, stop by. $10, tons of videos to check out. We'd love to have you. And also, I do have a Fiverr. If you're interested in a little bit more one-on-one, in-depth education, I will post that link in the description below. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you, and let's get back into the video. Okay, so we're back here in the channel. So naked puts, what I mean by that, when you sell a cash secured put, like I said, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price, you have to put collateral out. because it's cash secured. So let's say I sell a put on stock A. Stock A is $10 per share. That's my strike price. I'm selling at the $10 strike. I have to put $1,000 of collateral out. It's your strike price, which is the price you're agreeing to buy it for, times 100, because there are 100 shares in every option contract. So with that being said, $1,000 collateral, I'm using that for margin. So it's not my money, it's margin money I'm trying to use. So that means I'm covered, but I'm not really covered. I call it naked because, yes, it's cash available, but it's not cash from me. So I'm trying to maximize some naked puts, trying to generate cash flow that way, which that's where I started from, selling puts, generate cash flow, and then invest it into high-yielding funds, take that payout to invest into some more stable funds, take that payout and add it back into the option selling circle so I can kind of continue to grow all three facets of this income generating account. So we have option selling, we have high yield dividends, we have some stabler dividend paying funds, again, still generate income, but are going to help for margin. And down the road, when I get this account to around $80,000 or so, I plan on adding another facet to it, and that'll be some lower yielding positions to some not even paying dividends, but I can use covered calls high out of the money because they have a high upward potential, and that'll allow me to utilize and capitalize on more margin. Now, that plan won't come into place until I have, like I said, around $80,000, $85,000 of account value. So a little ways away on that, especially as the market, continues to pull back. Of course, it'll probably run up, and then, next week I'll have $80,000 and I'll have to start doing it, which I want to do, but I'm not in a super rush to do it. Like I said, it's not going to help grow my income per se, but it's going to help get me a little bit more stable position that I can utilize for margin to grow the account faster that way. So I do want to add that facet. It's not in there yet. Right now, it's the three wheels: high yielding option selling, high yielding dividend payers, and then some mid payers that are a little bit more stable. And then soon we'll add growth funds. Again, those growth funds probably aren't even going to pay a dividend. More so, they will probably be used to sell covered calls high out of the money so they don't get called away. Be able to still utilize some cash flow from them that way, and they're going to help with account value, which will help for margin. So that's kind of a plan that I have. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, everything is fluid, and if I see another approach that I might tackle, or I might just go back to what I have always done, which is sell options, and not even buy any dividend payers. But you know what? I like to have something a little bit more stable in these accounts outside of just solely option selling. But that's always my fallback. I don't need to own anything. I can sell it all and just sell options every week and generate plenty of income that way. So we'll see. I'd like to be able to add the 4-tier plan, but you never know. You never know. And it's Saturday, so watch some college football. Hope everyone's enjoyed the games they've got to see so far, and I hope you expect Ohio State to win another national title, and all your other guys' colleges can be runners-up. I'm just kidding, but big game tomorrow, too, watching the Cowboys and Eagles. Have to let me know in the comments below if you guys have any care on those games. I'm in Ohio, so both our NFL teams just awful. So we got to cheer for college football and then just watch other teams. So that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one.